Hey there, maybe you're here today to gain a little clarity, to build a deeper understanding of who it is that you are, to investigate your purpose here on this earth, or to deepen your connection with Source, Spirit, your higher self. Maybe you're just looking to have a little fun and stir up some everyday magic, and maybe you're just a little witchy curious about all it is that we're doing here at the Sisters Enchanted. Either way, welcome to Expedition to Soul. I'm Sarah, the founder of the Sisters Enchanted, where it's our mission to make magic mainstream. And we are so glad that you decided to join us on this grand quest. Now, as much as I would love to scoop up all of us and take us on an actual quest to somewhere amazing where we can learn about ourselves along the way, have a grand adventure, conquer some beasts, and ultimately reach the end of an amazing journey where we've learned, grown, and experienced all of these new things, I'm just not able to do that. So the second best thing that I can do is bring us all together in this virtual space as we each go on our own expedition to soul, our own quest to find whatever it is that we are looking to find. This might be different for each of you, and that's totally okay. The great thing about a quest is that the real meaning, the true purpose behind the quest is never really unveiled until the end of the end of the journey. And that's exactly what we are hoping to have happen here in our expedition to soul. We are going to set out with a plan in mind and allow whatever comes to come over the next 7 days. And in the process, we are going to find a deeper connection with our soul selves, our higher selves, learn to hear again, learn to have fun again, and ultimately see what it is that we need to see right in this time and space. Now on day one, we are going to look at what exactly it is that we are going to do on this quest. Just like with the great beginnings of any amazing quest, you might have been feeling something bubbling just below the surface for you for quite some time now. Maybe you felt like there's got to be more. Maybe you felt like a disconnect to your higher self. And maybe for the first time you woke up and just thought to yourself, you know, I think I'm developing into a new person. I think there's a new version of me unveiling into this time and space, and I would love to investigate that. So the first thing that we are going to do to get started on our quest is reclaim our energy. We're going to bring it back to ourselves. And any great quest story that you may have read or movie that you've watched, the quester doesn't just open the door and go on a quest. They prepare for their journey. The journey gets handed to them, and maybe they don't want to do it at first, and they realize that they have to in order to find what it is that they are truly seeking and what they need in this moment. So for us, as our first steps to getting started on our quest, I would like you to reclaim your energy. Everything that we come in contact with over the day, every person, every situation, every object takes a piece of our energy. It's like spider webs just shooting out all around us and attaching to everything that we come in contact with. And that's really great for building relationships, having experiences, and sensing what is going on around us. But when we want to get clearer on what is happening for us, when we want to see our soul self, when we want to hear that insight that can only come from within us, we need to bring all of that energy back in. Now there's a couple ways that you can do this, and if you check out the PDF printable from today's email, you'll find some suggestions there so you can read through them. Basically, you want to visualize your energy coming back into your body. And you can do this in a couple of different ways. You can just, generally speaking, see yourself and all of these spider webs of energy slowly coming back into your body. If it helps, you can actually use your hands to pull everything back into you, right back into center. You can focus on one situation. Maybe it's a work situation, maybe it's a person, maybe you have a sentimental object in your home that you can't bear to part with but just really isn't serving any purpose right now. We can look at all of these individual pieces and call our energy in from each of those as well. So maybe for you, it's a general reclamation of your energy, and maybe it's to a specific situation, person, or object, or even a place. Now, the thing about bringing our energy back into ourselves is that it's a temporary thing. Because we're humans having a human experience, we are always interacting with things out in the world, and our energy is always touching onto those things, those experiences, those people. So you might have to do this several times a day. I suggest each time you sit down to go on your quest with your quest vessel, your basket, your bag of quest items. If you go somewhere to have some quiet time, I definitely suggest taking a deep breath and visualizing that energy coming back to center. So go ahead and do that practice today if you can. The next thing that I want you to do today on day one to prepare for our quest is to look back at those maps we created before the quest started in your field guide. If you didn't make them, or you didn't create them, or you weren't really sure what to do, that is totally fine. There is no required homework here on the Expedition to Soul, only suggested activities. And what you can do now is look back at those maps that you created and choose one that you might want to work with. Or perhaps you want to invent a map of your own creation. And in today's printable, you'll even find one that's a map of records where you can keep notes over each day of our quest. And in this video, I will also show you an example of what my map is going to look like. So let's go ahead and I'll show that to you now. All right, so that's it for day one. Day one of our Expedition to Soul, our grand quest to within, to hear, to see, to receive, to find ourselves again is beginning. Reclaim your energy, plot your course, and I will see you tomorrow for day two of Expedition to Soul.